We are Team 1 M1803, and we are currently working on Mozilla project for a random web content generation. This was a continuation from OSS project. Uh, so I'll be explaining the project first, what we did in the OSS project, what was left, and what we improved from there, and what we have achieved so far. So I'll be starting with the task each of these steps. So what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to generate a HTML file. We're supposed to add random content to the head element, to the body element, and add CSS to each of these elements of HTML, and create a program under servos etc and launch, which launches server and causes it to take a screenshot of a particular URL, and then use the screenshot of used to take a screenshot of the pages randomly generated by the previous program that we did here. So this is divided into two parts. So I'll be explaining the first part, which was to actually generate the HTML files. So this is our repository for random web content generator, which generates a scalar and HTML files and adds CSS to it. There were also additional parts to it which we were supposed to do in the final project. So these are the steps that we are supposed to add in the random web content generator, which was supposed to add element trees of arbitrary depth, add sibling elements, add CSS extra properties like display, background, float, etc., and then basically generate the document in either Quarks mode or not. So this code is present in this document, and I'll quickly go over the code after I do the demo. And the second part of the project in OSS was to have Servo to automate it to take a screenshot and then basically take screenshots of the randomly generated pages that we created. So this was the pull request that was merged in the final project. It was not merged in the OSS deadline, and it had some issues that were resolved in the final project. So this is a status for that. And let's go quickly in the demo and let's see. So this program is basically has two flags, which is I'll go over the file so you can understand better. So there are these elements that have arbitrary depth. So for practical purposes, it's limited to certain amounts. So it doesn't go very long. It has a very big file and it's very hard to load. So we have these parameters that are we're giving control to the user, and that happens with command line input. So this is the code generation file that we're working on right now, and the false actually generates whether you want to create a simple HTML CSS file which has not a lot of elements and not heavy CSS on it, and the medium generates indicates that what will be the size of the file, how long it will be. So for this demo purpose, I'll be showing you a simple file which will be true, a flag for simple, and the size of the file which is small, and this will actually give me the HTML document that it generated, and this is the HTML file. I'll actually show you how it looks. So I go over here and this is how it looks. So this is the randomly generated file that was created just now. So this was the first part of the project. We'll be showing you the next steps of the project, which are to basically compare the screenshots that were taken in Firefox and Servo. We'll show you the code, how Firefox is automated using Gecko driver, and how we're comparing and what the results are. And the only thing that it's left for the demo is to show you the code, which is basically the code generation file. So what we're doing here is we have tried to make the code modular as possible. So we have different methods for creating a random HTML, a random section, nested element, a random sentence, and each of these are divided into methods. So this is the quick overview of how the code looks like, and thank you for watching.